I'm going to say it like this. He wins by discouraging and outworking his opponent. Now, if you come in there thinking you're going to throw some 20 punches around and you're going to try to outbox him, then there's a good chance you got another thing coming. If you're going out there thinking you're going to knock him out, you got another thing coming. We're talking about Mauricio Herrera, 21-4 with 7 KOs on T Street Controversy, and this is T Street Controversy Live. He is going to be fighting a fighter by the name of Jose Benavidez, 21-0 with 15 KOs, closer to 6 feet tall, if not 6 feet tall. He's very good. We're going to get to him, but let's talk about Herrera for a minute. He fought an undefeated Ruslan Provodnikov. He fought an undefeated Mike Alvarado. He fought an undefeated Kareem Mayfield. He fought an undefeated Danny Garcia. He's kind of like, he's one of those fighters, he's 34 years old, that gets better as time goes on. He goes by the alias of El Maestro. So basically he just, figures you out, he coordinates and all that. Like, so I'm saying this. Jose Benavidez is good. He's good. He's really, 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 really good. People are going to sit here and they're going to listen to me say he's good or what. Listen, he's good. He's good. He's really, really good. I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, you have to go and you have to watch his videos. Now, you have to look at the fact of, okay, all right. He's fighting who? You can say they're nobodies. I understand that. He's somewhat unproven. Yes, he is unproven. But skill-wise, it all depends on what he's trying to do. Now, Herrera, in my opinion, he's got to go out there and he's got to outwork this kid like no other. Now, what we've learned from Herrera is that he can take some punches. And even though he's got those 7 KOs, look at his last fight with Johan Perez. He can throw some bombs. Now, what do they do to the opponent? They may not hurt as much as far as like putting discouragement into the other fighter, thinking, oh shit, he's really trying to knock me out. And it's about Mauricio Herrera. So when you look at it, he got his face beat the dog shit by Ruslan Provodnikov. If you look at the shots he was taking from Kareem Mayfield, and if you look at what he did to Danny Garcia was down in Puerto Rico partying and eating and all that, and he wasn't really concerned himself with training, thinking, I guess that Al Heyman and Gold, I don't think they really saw the scouting report for a guy like Mauricio Herrera, who was tailor-made to beat a guy like Danny Garcia and maybe could do it again. You get me? So I'm thinking to myself right now, if you match Mauricio Herrera up against Adrian Broner, who would win? Those are the intriguing questions, ladies and gentlemen, and those are the questions that's going to separate the boys from the men. Who would win? I'm going to say Mauricio Herrera. You know why? Work rate. Simple, right? Simple logic, work rate. If you put Mauricio Herrera in there against a Lucas Matisse, I got Matisse by giving him some problems. He's not going to knock Herrera out. I got Matisse. But if you put a Herrera in there against a Chris Algieri, you see how, as they say, styles make fights? But then if you put a Herrera in there with a Pacquiao would just like outwork him with harder, crisper punches. What I'm saying to you is this Benavidez kid, he reminds me of a young Oscar De La Hoya. Now, when I say his punches are crisp, they're fast, they're accurate, and they're crisp, and he never looks out of control. He sparred with Manny Pacquiao in a sparring session with Manny Pacquiao, basically was playing around with him. But as far as the tutelage up until this point in his career, and I forgot how old he is. I think he's like 20. I don't even remember. I'll put it down below. I don't remember. But the footage of him is out there. Of course, you got to know how to speak Spanish. Me, I got my Rosetta Stone. I can understand it as far as the commentary, but I can't, communicate. So, you got to really sit there and actually watch. And if you don't want to learn no Spanish, then I guess you got to just mute it. But he's sharp. And I'm trying to figure, okay, Mauricio Herrera's going to come in there and try to outwork him, tie him up. But this kid's got the lateral movement. And so this is one of those fights where I could say it's honestly 50-50. And if Mauricio Herrera beats Benavidez, then it's like, my God, this guy is going to be, if not the best 140-pounder in the world. And that's just my opinion. Now, we all know that he should be champion. It's just that people don't really want to say it, and especially people who don't expect me to say it because of this. But, you know, I watched the fight. He lost the fight, Danny. But, you know, he got the belt, and this has happened throughout the history of boxing. You know, you get that hometown cooking, that hometown gumbo. Them judges be like, all right, well, this is home. We ain't going to do that to him. Then he had the little campaign, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. You know, wasn't going to do that to him. It's a shame. But boxing in general is a dirty, perverse sport. And also, you got to think, a lot of these judges are old, man. You know, I'm not condoning robbing nobody, but these judges be old. They don't know what they be seeing sometimes. Just like CompuBox and CompuStats. Don't you know some little computer and there's some old man sitting there with these magic spirit fingers just like, jab, jab, left, left, jab. You know that shit accurate. How do I know that if part of the glove hit on the elbow or on the body, what you gonna count that as? Or if more of the glove is on the elbow than on the body, you gonna count it as a body? How do I know? What do you got? Like, what's your vision like? You know? So what I'm saying is this. A lot of that stuff is flawed because it's by man. I'm not saying that computers should judge fights. I'm saying that it's gonna be a time where I'm gonna say in the next 10 years or so, those judges are going to be dying off. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. How do you really become a boxing judge? Did you ever think about that? Like, what is your day job? Okay, we know that boxing judges, they travel around and they watch a lot of fights. But can somebody just walk up to a boxing judge and be like, yo, fuck those cards up and hand off an envelope? Like, can you see a judge? Are judges sequestered? Can you see a judge like in the market and be like, let me get that for you. Just take their card. Just slide your credit card. Like, the judge is like, oh, okay. Like, you know what to do this Saturday. That's crazy. That's crazy. But, you know, that's why we just have to rely on the integrity of man. Thank you all, Heyman. Thank you so much. Do I think that judges are actually being paid? That's the part I really don't think they are. I just think that when I see some of them and I look them up, they be old. Or you look at CJ Ross and she just be looking like she lost. And it's like, what are you watching? Or, you know, maybe she just was mad at Pacquiao because Pacquiao has allegedly, you know, said something about, you know, something in the Bible and, you know, certain people that do what, whatever the case may be. But, I don't know, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. It's going to be on the undercard of Bradley versus Chaves. On the same night, you're going to have Devin Alexander, Amir Khan, who else? Keith Thurman, Leonard Bundu, and somebody else. It's going to be a crazy, crazy night of boxing. This is what I'm going to do. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to DVR this shit out of HBO. See, I'm gonna cover my fights. See, what I do is when it's a log jam of fights like that, like I'll watch it, you know, and then cover it, and then watch another one, cover. Basically, I'll have like a half-hour delay because I'm rewinding and fast forward and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's gonna be a crazy night, December the 13th, 2014. Both are Golden Boy cards, even crazy. One on HBO, one on Showtime. And Mauricio Herrera, let me just make it clear, it's a 50-50 fight to me because for one, this guy is somewhat improving. Mauricio Herrera is at a point in his career when he's getting better as time goes on. He has to outwork Benavidez. Benavidez is going to win if Herrera allows him to be firing off punches at 30% and above. I'm going to say 35%, you know, and then he has Herrera missing. And that's what we don't know about Benavidez is the defense, especially going up against a guy who is ring savvy. Now, he's not, now, you know, you can have a guy that's savvy and dirty, but you can have a guy that's savvy as far as, you know, how can I put it, a guy like Herrera or I don't look at Carlos Molina as really being dirty, and I'm talking about, you know, the Carlos Molina that lost the IBF title. What I'm trying to say about Herrera is he knows how to work his way around the ring and fight to the best of his abilities as far as what he can do. Like I said, in the fight with Johan Perez, I'm like, damn, Johan Perez is tall and Johan Perez is good. If you don't know who Johan Perez is, and I'm talking fast because I wanted this to be under 10 minutes, Johan Perez is the fighter that fought Yoshihiro Kamagai in Yoshihiro Kamagai's first fight over here, which is one of the reasons why Yoshihiro Kamagai got Robert Guerrero, and Robert Guerrero got $1 million to fight Yoshihiro Kamagai. So long story short, Yoshihiro Kamagai was fighting at 147. Forgot his name already. Forgot Johan Perez. He was coming down in weight actually to fight Herrera. So I'm thinking, okay, he's the taller, the bigger fighter. And if you saw the punches, he was throwing some. It was a crazy fight. It was an undercard of might as well slow down. It's over 10 minutes. Anyway, the fight was on the undercard of Canelo versus Lara. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. See, if the fight go, like, if my videos go over 10 minutes, then what it does is it ups the way the settings is, it ups the video quality and it makes uploading longer. T Street Controversy Live.